2, 1. Bear hold 2 shoulder taps, 2 knee tops for 1 minute.
Okay, let's come onto all fours in bear position. Our knees are hovering a couple inches off of the mat, and then we'll just tap our opposite shoulders and then crunch one knee in at a time, making contact with the opposite hand.
That's halfway.
Lost cool.
3, 2, 1. Forearm side plank, reach up to high side plank, reach for 1 minute.
All right, in forearm plank, we're going to reach under and overhead, and then we're going to press our hand down, coming up, lifting the forearm off of the ground, coming into a high plank. We'll do that same under and reach overhead. And then for a modified version of this, you'll just drop that bottom knee.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Squat to an inside foot tap to skater lateral hops for 1 minute.
Okay, we're going to come down into our squat, pop up. We're going to hop into 2 opposite foot taps. So we're going to tap the inside of our foot. And then from there, we're just going to jump a little hop to the side and come into our skater lunge. And from our side lunges, we're just going to fall back into our squat.
That's halfway.
Blacked out how the other night last. Maybe come around for a minute. Should I like that? I could never catch, taking aim. Might have missed you. Couple 100 miles out. If I hear the text, no, you're probably blacked out how the other night last. Maybe come around for a minute. Should I like that? I could never catch, taking aim.
3, 2, 1. Plank opposite shoulder taps with a single side child's pose for 1 minute.
All right, coming into a plank, we're going to step our feet wide, and then one hand taps the opposite shoulder. So say my right hand taps my left shoulder, and then I'm going to shift my butt back towards my left ankle. We'll repeat on the other side. Go at your own pace.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Break for 40 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Alternating single bicep curl to a double reverse press for 15 seconds.
Couple 100 miles out. If I hear the text, no, you're probably
3, 2, 1. Let's work for 1 minute.
All right, starting with our dumbbells in low position, we're going to curl up one arm at a time to a double curl and then a reverse press so that our palms are facing behind us. And while we're doing this, we just want to make sure that we're focusing on engaging our core, so we're bracing our abdominal muscles and we're keeping a nice high chest.
That's halfway.
I've been trapped in the house all day. Haven't done this well since yesterday. It's all the same. Stuck in a maze. I wanna chase clouds on airplanes, business class. Come on, let's celebrate.
3, 2, 1. Wide squat, weighted touchdown to flat back deadlift for 15 seconds.
Let's step into our wide squat. All of the weight is in those heels. We're going to touch down, so drop your butt, touch your weights to the ground, and then come up to standing. We want to hinge forward with a straight spine, and we're just going to come into our wide leg deadlift where our weights slide down our shins and back up. Make sure that our core is nice and tight.
I just wanna run away. I don't wanna get back. Going into mile 3 and I got a big bag, lifting up some big stacks. From LA to Paris, everything is good when we're going overseas. Yeah. Chill out with
That's halfway.
Back it up going, we got icing with stories. Flight mode, champagne, no glory. Are you down? We get up in the morning. I just wanna run away. 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 I just wanna run away.
3, 2, 1. Plank hold forward, weighted raise to a lateral raise for 15 seconds.
I just wanna run away. I just wanna run away. I just wanna run.
Okay, this next move requires a lot of core
2,
stabilization.
1.
So we're coming into
Let's
our
work
single
for 1
arm
minute.
plank, and then we're just going to lift our weight out front and then laterally, making sure that our arm is parallel to the mat. And we also want to focus on our hips, so we don't want them wobbling around. So we really need to engage that core to keep a strong foundation.
If you on red on purpose, thought I told you I ain't perfect, I ain't no girl worth it, shit, I'm still new, I'm still learning, I be in the house like a hermit, tryna get the green like I'm Kermit, I walk in the store shirtless, and they still give me the service,
That's halfway.
I be in the gym like Halbert, you saw me sing in the shower, now I got the flame like Bowser, feel like I got superpowers, I just silence all my doubters, all you people are some cowards, you should hope we don't encounter, I gotta get it right now, got the vision right now, they all worried about me, say that I'm working too hard, I should learn to relax while you hanging without me, I ain't got friends in the shit, dog, all of y'all snakes,
3, 2, 1. V-sit single leg extension tap foot with weight for 15 seconds.
Okay, from sitting, we're going to lean back, chest is high, your feet can come off of the ground, and then we're going to make contact with our weight. So 1 foot at a time, we're just going to extend that leg by flicking out from the knee. And then we're really getting our abdominals, our lower abdominals in this one.
Said I gotta go, now I'm going toe to toe with all my foes. Phonies try to hit me, blowing up my phone, so I let them leave a message at the tone. Hey, I'm a missy call on purpose. Only y'all clowns in the circus. Oh, you want the dope with the work in. Yeah, I'm prodigy with the verses. I'm really on a mission. Tell my manager it's urgent. Really killing all my competition. I can see you people getting nervous.
That's halfway.
To the top and I'm 19. They can't keep up with what I'm writing. I'm not concerned with what they might think. Only worried about winning for my team. Looking clean, I got the hygiene, but I'm sick with it, I need a vaccine. Working them on, see me on screen. A normal fan could be ballin'. I'm going vertical. I'm going vertical.
3, 2, 1. Weighted reverse lunge curl up on opposite side with a knee crunch for 15 seconds.
All right, let's step back into a reverse lunge. On the opposite side, I'm going to hammer curl up and then press up as I bring my back knee in for a crunch, and then we'll do 30 seconds on one side, keeping all of that weight in the standing foot.
From you, I gotta keep my distance. If you distract me from the vision, I don't think they ever listen. Ain't no one with the ambition. I'm going vertical.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Swinging hip thrusters for 15 seconds.
All right, in our hip thrusters, we want to make sure that we're hinging forward with a straight spine, and we're just going to rock back and forth, bringing our weights between our legs, and then swing them forward as we press our hips forward and we squeeze our glutes.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Weight on shoulder single leg squat for 15 seconds.
Okay, we're coming into our single leg squats, and you can add a weight on top of your shoulder for a little extra. I'm just going to bend at one knee, and then my goal is to make contact with that knee to the ground. I'm keeping a nice straight alignment of the spine, weight in that standing foot, and then just see how far you can bring your knee down to the floor.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. High plank alternating rows, 1 plank jack, 2 opposite foot taps for 15 seconds.
Okay, here's a little fun one for you. So you're going to come into plank. We're going into 2 rows. So bringing our weights up to the side of our chest, and then we're going to plank jack out. Our feet are landing wide. We'll come into 2 opposite toe taps, lifting up our hips, and then bringing our chest into our quadriceps. Okay, we'll repeat this for the minute.
That's halfway.
I see the sun on a cloudy day. Don't waste another day. Don't waste another day. I spent the season trying to understand. I could never break it down to common sense. But all I gotta do is just to let it go and go.
3, 2, 1. Push up on weight, single side row, jump over weight, repeat other side for 15 seconds.
You wanna stay with me tonight? Wake up to another life. Wake up to another
3, 2, 1. Let's work for 1 minute.
All right, we're going to use one dumbbell for this one. So come into our single dumbbell push-up with a row on that side, jump up to your weight, and then hop over your weight, repeat on the other side. And if you're feeling a little tired in this one, just drop your knees in that push-up, and then walk up to your weights and walk over your weights instead of jumping.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Weighted forward raise with pull back extend overhead tricep extension for 15
All right, this
seconds.
next one's really going to burn the shoulders and requires a lot of core stabilization. So we're going to raise both weights up slowly, and then we're going to pull them back and then press them forward, lower slowly, and then curl up, press up, and then a tricep extension.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Break for 40 seconds. Three, two, one. Single arm plank hop with a supine reach for 15 seconds.
Okay, we're going to mix things up a bit with this one. So coming into a single arm plank, our hand is behind our back. We're just going to, from a wider stance, we're going to hop off our feet and switch the position of our feet as we come into a supine position, and then an overhead reach looking to our hand as we lift our hips.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Single side reverse lunge to a wide row and opposite shoulder curl for 15 seconds.
Okay, we're going to target the shoulders in this one. So step back into a reverse lunge. Our palm faces behind us. We're going to come for a single arm wide row and then curl in for an opposite shoulder tap. Come up and then press back down into that reverse lunge when you're ready. So we'll pulse up and down each time.
City showing fake love, daps and hugs. I don't give a fuck, I'll pack it up. Pass the Dutch, it's hazardous. When they gas me up, start acting tough. You don't want a problem with me. No. City That's halfway.
Pass the Dutch, it's hazardous. When they gas me up, 2, 1. Weighted squat pulses hinged forward 2 flies for 15 seconds.
All right, we're going to come into a bit of a wider stance. Our weights are coming between our feet for 2 squat pulses, and then come up, hinge forward, flat back, 2 wide flies, keeping a slight bend in your elbow, and then that core is engaged, nice straight alignment in the spine.
City showing fake love, daps and hugs. I don't give a fuck, I'll pack it up. Pass the dust, chicks hazardous. When they gas me up, start acting tough.
That's halfway.
City showing fake love, daps and hugs. I don't give a fuck, I'll pack it up. Pass the dust, chicks hazardous. When they gas me up, start acting tough.
Three, 2, 1. Forearm plank 2 leg extensions 2 high plank 2 leg extensions for 15 seconds.
All right, we're going to come into our leg extensions. So we'll do 2 on our forearms, and then coming up to our palms for a high plank, we'll do 2 more leg extensions here, trying not to overextend our back. So just little movements. We should feel that only in our glutes.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Single leg deadlift to staggered lunge flip and press for 15 seconds.
Grabbing both dumbbells, we're going to come into our single leg deadlift. So we're keeping that nice alignment of the spine, chest comes towards the floor, our weights go down our shin, and then we're going to hinge up, step into a staggered squat, so our back knees right behind our front ankle, flip your weights up for a double overhead press.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Pistol squats for 15 seconds.
All right, let's come into our pistol squats. We'll do 30 seconds on one leg. So we're going to extend one leg by grabbing our foot and then sink that butt down. We want to keep all of the weight in our standing foot and then press up through our heels, keeping our chest nice and high as we come up. And if these are too difficult right now, just drop both feet to the ground and let's just go into our regular squats.
That's halfway. Three, 1. Frog bridge press-ups with tricep extension for 15 seconds.
All right, the bottoms of our feet pressed together for a frog bridge press. Our knees are out wide. We're going to lift our hips. Our arms are straight. We're going to bend at the elbows and bring our weights overhead for a tricep extension.
So I might be blunt if I do confront you. Don't run, no, don't run from the black hole sun.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Russian twists with crunch for 15 seconds.
Grab one dumbbell. We're going to come back into our V-sit. So lean back, chest is high, feet off the ground. I'm going to twist to one side, looking to that weight. And then after I tap down on either side, crunching my knees out wide, and then repeat. For an easier version, you can drop your feet to the mat and then crunch one knee in at a time.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Plank knee crunches to opposite arm leg lifts for 15 seconds.
Coming into our high plank, we're going to crunch one knee in at a time. You can crunch inside of your body. You can crunch to the outside of your elbow. I'm going in for 2 wide knee crunches and then 2 opposite arm leg lifts.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. For 15 seconds.
All right, for the last minute, we're going to weave our feet through our weights. So plant both weights out in front, come back into a V-sit, lean back, chest is high, feet off of the ground, and then we're just going to weave our feet through our weights in one direction and then the other.
That's halfway. Three, 2, for 40 seconds. Three, two, one. Standing quads to dancer pose.
Okay,
for
let's
1
come
minute.
into our standing quad stretch. So grab your foot. We're going to press our ankle into our butt, and then our hip is pressing forward. And when you're ready, we're going to hinge forward. Our chest is facing the ground, pressing the top of our foot into our hand for a dancer's pose.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Eagle pose for 1 minute.
Okay, I'm going to wrap my right ankle around my left foot, and my right arm, I'm going to wrap it and hook it around my left arm. And then I'm going to sink my butt down towards the ground as I slowly lift my shoulders upwards, getting that nice stretch throughout my back and my shoulders.
That's halfway.
I know that this shit would be easy. I know these hoes is a loyal. My nigga, that's way before breezy. Can't forget about my city, they need me. And I better get paid for the evening. They be like, Price, why you leaving? Cause I hopped in my bag, it's the season. If a nigga try to cross me, I swear to God we'll get even. I don't fuck with niggas, they only hit price up whenever they need him.
3, 2, 1. Cat cow down dog for 1 minute.
Coming onto all fours, we're going to inhale, arch up, look up to the ceiling, and then exhale, rounding our spine, looking to our belly button. We'll hold here for 30 seconds.
That's halfway.
All right, let's come into our down dog. So press both heels into the floor, straighten our legs. Our chest comes in towards our quadriceps. You can hold here, or you can press your heels into the floor one at a time to get our calves nice and stretched out. So big, I'm changing the time. I'm with it, gang. You know we gon' slide. I'm pushing the gas and I can't even
3, 2, 1. Lying T stretch for 1 minute.
Okay, and the last one, we're just going to come onto our belly. Our arms are out wide in that T formation. I'm going to slowly roll onto my back, so lifting one arm up. I'm going to try to make contact with the other hand. Maybe I can clasp my hands together. My chest is facing up towards the ceiling. I should feel that in my shoulders and throughout my back. All right, let's come out of that slowly.
That's
and then
halfway.
let's repeat on the other side, making sure that we're just coming in nice and gradually so we don't hurt anything.
3, 2, 1. We crushed another one. See you next time.
Awesome job today. That was a tough one. You guys did great. You stuck it out. You might feel a little burn tomorrow, but no pain, no gain. Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you next time.